but
we don't want to be friendly. We don't want to, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, it messes up the mind, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're gearing up for weeks, in our case, months, that yes, all right, I'm got to take this guy out.
Pro boxing fans, we're here in London. It's fight week. Dan Azeez smiling. It's always a good sign 2 days before a fight. How are you? How's things?
No, I'm good, man. Appreciate you lot all coming down, and yeah, man, can't wait.
Listen, it's a big fight. And it's a big card, actually. You got some great fights on this card. You topping it off. Just talk to me about this occasion, man. You've had great momentum coming up to this fight. Now you fight a friend. You fight a rival. It must be good where you're at right now.
Yeah, no, I'm happy, man. Do you know what I'm saying? I was just reminiscing on the way up here, like, do you know what I mean? Like, looking and thinking, oh, when am I going to be on these big shows? When am I going to headline? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and we're here. So when the first fight even got cancelled, it was like, wow, like, I've built myself all the way, and then just like that, it's been crushed. But it goes to show, man, never ever take anything for granted. Always show gratitude and be appreciative, because this camp I've definitely just taken day by day. Do you know what I mean? The last camp, I felt so good. I remember even saying to Buddy, I was like, oh yeah, I'm ready, I feel good. Then imagine the next session, I mess myself up. So I always take each day as it comes, and do you know what I mean? Just, I'm grateful.
Just going off what you're saying, you've come through the small hole route, and I've followed a lot of your career because I've seen you in the back. And I can remember a time years ago, Frank Warren's and you're like, Frank, you need to sign me up. This is the stuff that you were doing to get to this opportunity. It must be mad now. Now it's just like, now Sky have that train behind them where they're pushing you towards fights. They've got you to the point that you're at, but now it's about the hard work. It's about putting in the hard work on Saturday night. Yeah,
no, definitely. Like you said, I remember going to every promoter, like you said. I remember going to Frank, and saying, come on, man, do you know why I did that? That was after I won the British title. But because I remember going to his office, sitting down and, like, you know, trying to get signed when I first started. And at the time, I'm naive, I don't really know how the business works. But if you're not really, you know, no big amateur, or you're not a ticket seller, it's a no, like, why am I going to sign you? But I'm thinking, oh man, like, you know what, watch what I do. I'm going to make all these promoters regret. And yeah, like, I'm glad that I actually stuck with it. I stayed disciplined, stayed focused, was consistent, and look where I am now. Like, I'm really proud of myself, I'm not going to lie.
Do you feel like there's a lot less pressure on you in this fight? Joshua Buatsi is a fighter that a lot of people said, look, former Olympian, should have been fighting for on the world stage right now. We've seen what Anthony Yarde, Callum and everyone's done around the time that he's been about, and he's not unfortunately got there because of boxing reasons. Do you feel like there's less pressure on you? Because if not that you're going to lose, but like, you know, a lot of people know you've come from the small route, and there is less pressure in that route. With him, there's a lot of high expectations.
Yeah, that's it. Do you know what? With pressure, it's what he allows to affect him. Like, there could be all this expectation, but if he doesn't take it on and doesn't really care, then it doesn't matter whether, you know, how much people think or say he should do something. Like me, I know the pressure that I put on myself. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I went to a gym the other day, and one kid was like, oh, you know, I watch all your fights and I'm so inspired by you, like, you know, you've given me the confidence. And I said, why? Like, why, how have I given you confidence? It's like, because you say about when you first started, you was rubbish and this, that, and I think in my head, how could you have been rubbish? I'm like, mate, let me show you a video of me when I was an amateur, you'll know I'm rubbish. So it gives them that inspiration to think, wow, like, if he weren't that good, but he kept at it, look where he is, what can I do? And I'm talking about young kids. I started boxing very late, you know, like 19, 20. These are kids that are like 13, 12, and they're good, you know, they're actually good. And I'm just thinking in my head, if you just dedicate yourself, like if you really want to be a boxer and whatnot, just dedicate yourself, you're going to fly past me, easy. But that's what a lot of people are missing, just people who they can look up to, who they can relate to, and just staying with it. So yeah.
Obviously, you were friends leading up to this fight. Things in boxing change, and obviously leading up to this fight, you don't want to be friends because you want to knock each other's heads off. But
we don't want to be friendly. We don't want to, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, it messes up the mind, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're gearing up for weeks, in our case months, that yes, all right, I'm got to take this guy out, and then you're hugging and oh yeah, shit. It's, do you know what I mean? It's counterproductive. So, but I'll be honest with you, I could be like that and still do a madness on Saturday. Like, I'll be honest, because like I said, we sparred so many rounds, yeah, we'll be laughing, joking just before we get in the ring. As soon as we get in the ring, it's like we hate each other. You'd think, raw, like, I remember loads of times we've sparred, people might walk past the gym and then like they'll come and pop their head in, they'll see us sparring, then all of a sudden we've got like some sort of little crowd. So I'm just hoping the fight on Saturday lives up to that kind of expectation.
Before I do let you go, I know there's a little cue for yourself. There's this competition that's happening between Matchroom and Queensberry. I do need to ask you, because it's in your division, Anthony Yarde, possibly a Callum Smith fight. What would happen in that fight in your eyes?
That's a good fight, you know. Anthony Yarde is very strong, athletic as well. Callum's got the pedigree, probably more technical, but I think it'll be a good fight, man. That's actually a brilliant fight. It will definitely be a toss-up. You'll probably lean maybe, I don't know, man. That's a brilliant. That's a really good. No, I'm not even sitting on the fence, but I can imagine all types of results. Like, do you know what I mean? But that's a really good fight.
Actually, one more fight before you go. Artur against Dimitri Bivol. It seems like it's going to happen in Riyadh in June. Pick one on that one.
I'm going to go with Beterbiev because I've been in there. I know how destructive he is, and I've been there firsthand. Trained with him, seen how he prepares, so but I won't be surprised. Do you know what? If it was 15 rounds like back in the day, I would say Bivol stands no chance, but he might be able to squeeze out of that 12th and by boxing and throws a lot of punches, got good footwork and stuff. So yeah.
Wicked. Dan, you've got a queue behind me, so thank you so much. Good luck with everything else.
I appreciate it.
And you bring good energy, man. You got a good smile. You got everything you need to fight. Good luck.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Thank you.